Well, look who it is. Welcome back, interns. I'm Rich G. This is Rich from the net, and we are back. We've tried to film this podcast many a times. We haven't talked about it many a times, but...
Ton of ads.
Now we got an ad-free episode for you guys this week. So this is episode 11. I had Ben's cousin on first before I had Ben on. And it went pretty well. We had a good time, right?
Wallet.
Shout out Billy, Mr. Strongbones, the Wallet.
He's the Wallet.
A.K.A. the Veteran.
Got concrete knuckles.
O.B. And Mr. Strongbones.
He's the Veteran. The Veteran.
Egg Noodles.
The Veteran is my favorite of his nicknames because it's so accurate. He's been through it, you know?
He's just like an old soul, you know?
Yeah, absolute old soul.
Yeah, so... we were talking before the podcast started.
Yeah. I was thinking about that.
We were talking about Wawa. How fucking good is Wawa?
Yeah, dude, I mean...
Who beats Wawa?
I think Chick-Fil-A will.
That's different.
Why?
Chick-Fil-A doesn't sell gas.
That's accurate. But I think, like...
Chick-Fil-A doesn't make their milk.
Dude, but the thing that they're doing is they're setting up right next to each other. So it's like all in one.
I went to a Chick-Fil-A today with a Wawa next door and got gas.
Exactly, see?
It's like you could be on a road trip and you just follow the chains of, like, up the coast of Chick-Fil-A's and Wawa's. And then we make it the most enjoyable road trip of all time.
I have a really good idea, but I can't say it.
Why?
Because I don't want anyone to steal it.
Chick-fil-A. Well, go ahead. Dude, no one's gonna... I have 18 followers on this.
Dude, people be proud. No. I think, like, if you were to just create a fund that had Chick-fil-A's and Wawa's and, like, maybe... I mean, not 7-Eleven.
Chick-fil-A public company?
Just, like, a fund. It would be like not a REIT. It would just be like you would have a fuck ton of these properties and you would have people fund them. And, like, they're going to trade at, like, a 4 cap. So it's, like, not that great of return on your capital, but it's so safe, and that's why it's that price. And you just know it's, like, a safe buck, but they're also going to continue getting bigger.
Why wouldn't you just buy that as a stock?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Why do you need to
saying.
put 2 stocks into it and just call it a fund?
I'm saying you own the real estate. So, like, you own these companies. Like, own the buildings. So you're reaping the rewards of the entire, like, process of having a ton of people come to your store.
Here's 2 problems with that.
What?
1, it's not fucking McDonald's. I think you can only own the land on McDonald's.
That's not true.
So I buy Dunkin' Donuts, I can have the land below it?
Dude, what you do is you buy the lot, you own the property, and then it's your building and you lease it out to them. So they pay you rent, and since they're a great company, they can pay a higher rent and you give them more shit, and it's just you make more money. And they're super safe because, like, it's Chick-fil-A.
And it's a Wawa.
Exactly.
So you have to buy both lands.
I'm just saying I think that those are my 2 favorite, and if I were to buy both of them in a fund together, I would like it because it just diversifies it a little bit.
You can't, you know why? Wawa wouldn't do it. Wawa's better than Chick-fil-A. Because
dude,
they make more money.
It doesn't matter for Wawa.
I think they make more money.
Yeah, but they're going to make more if you're stopping for Chick-fil-A and then you can go to their gas station.
At the end of the day, who makes more money? That's a good question.
I think Wawa right now. But Chick-fil-A, if they're nationwide, probably does.
Dude, I feel like they kill Wawas without gas. Just, all right, we're done with that.
Yeah, exactly, but they have gas.
What if Chick-fil-A got gas?
And they've some of the cheapest gas, so a lot of people, like, I would target Wawa's to go to.
They have cheap gas?
Yeah. Do
they change their prices all around, like say you're in, like, the hood of Philly and...
Yeah, that's like if you go to the Jersey Shore.
The suburbs would be probably more expensive, but say you're like, I was at a Wawa the other day where there was a fucking security guard. Like, that's crazy. Who's robbing? I guess Wawa's has so much cash. If you were,
I think everything's, like, moving towards. That's pretty wild that, like, credit cards and just online mobile buying stuff
eliminated bank robbers.
Exactly. Like, no one's gonna steal it because it's like, what are you gonna steal? Like their
credit cards.
Yeah, like like data.
Facebook's doing that.
I mean, yeah, Facebook is drawing with that. So is Apple, but
yeah, we were. I gotta put my phone on silent. Sorry about that. I can't do it. Okay, there we go. I was just trying to set up my phone for this podcast here, and I had to restart my phone, and me and Ben I just read it out loud. Like, we just realized that going in on about like how they're just mining our fucking data.
I mean, no, it's just you can't use it unless you give them all your data. You know what I mean? Like if you go into the thing, literally like the first paragraph says, if you don't want to download all of our stuff and have us like connect through our system,
you must return the phone.
Don't use the phone. That's kind of baller.
That's a fuck you, dude.
Yeah, that's like a baller ass. Like, yeah, dude, I run this shit. Now give me.
You're like, and okay. Jobs is dead, bro. There's just, his motherfucker's real.
I wonder where they'd be if he wasn't.
He would for sure be the richest man.
I agree for sure.
Because he would just start another I feel like by now he'd be like, all right, I'm still CEO. I'm gonna start another company, and then it would just be the second biggest company, no matter what it was.
Yeah, and
which it would be tech.
I don't know. I think Amazon's pretty revolutionary, but I agree that there's just so much money in both.
Amazon.
There's so much money in both. Like, I feel like Apple could go into the data, like they could become a T-Mobile or a Verizon, and everyone has a.
I'm gonna have one of these. We got
best
the sour warheads.
Hundreds of them. I don't know why he has these.
My mouth has been watering.
Yeah, I already had like 7. I had to stop. My mouth hurts. The roof of my mouth is cut.
I got a bitch ass tongue. If I can get.
Your tongue game is weak. That's good.
Wow. There's no power though.
Oh wait, question. I have
my intern over here.
LOL.
You guys are watching.
I'm the CEO of this shit.
Rich from the net. I'm rich. We're rich from the internet. Jake Paul, baby. What's wrong?
No, he's gonna get dicked.
I got 17.5 units on Jake Paul. Sorry, shit's sour.
I got 17.5 on Nate Robinson. He's gonna win. He's a professional athlete. I just dislike Jake Paul.
They moved it back.
I know, which is better for Nate Robinson.
Because
do you know the reason?
The Mike Tyson thing, right? I don't know. Thing? Well, you know more.
I figured that it was just COVID. Like, they moved it back to make sure it's safe. September's like not far away.
They've been doing fights.
I know, but just like getting everything together.
I think this is the first
just
boxing.
Announced it.
Yeah. Well, they took away NCAA for the fall.
Some, not all.
What?
I don't know. There's a lot of different people that are in different. A lot of people have modified seasons and they're only playing in conference. And then you have teams that are like deciding not to have them. Like the Ivy Leagues, I think, are not doing them.
Maybe they're the teams that are doing it. Sorry, it sounds like Pop Rocks.
No, you're just chewing it.
What if the teams that aren't doing it are like, that means that they're like not financially stable?
I feel like that's not the case because you're going to make more money from having it.
And I want to get back to this. How much money is the, like, say Alabama, how much money do they make?
I have no clue. You could look it up, but I don't know.
Like, how much do they pay their players?
A ton, dude. The top head coaches make like $10 million a year.
And the students make nothing.
Yeah. It's wild.
If the coach is getting paid $10 million a year, like he's a fucking millionaire, like.
I think Nick Saban is like kind of like the Tom Brady of college sports, where he is never the highest paid, but he's always like in the top 3.
And he's got the most money.
Not even the top 3, top 5, and he's just like accruing like $9 million a year for like.
I went to a low D1 school, and I I think his name is John Calabrini, for basketball is making like $1 million. Who's the top? He was easily the top. It's crazy that their football coach makes the most money in college.
Oh yeah, I saw that. No, he made more than that.
Yeah. Like for having the shittiest basketball team.
Yeah, I mean.
Like no one goes pro out of our fucking school. Has like in like years.
Yeah. And that's kind of tough to go pro. There's 24 or 24 now.
We had in the Pac-10 or Atlantic 10 or whatever we were.
Yeah. I can tell you're into it.
Like I think like 15 people went into the league.
Yeah.
And they're all from Villanova.
Question. Apocalypse. There's an apocalypse. 2 weapons. Primary, secondary. What are you choosing?
Weapons.
Like think of Walking Dead. You get a primary and you get. So you could have like a rifle, or you could have like katanas, or you could do what you want.
Can I tell you what you would have?
I think you know what I would have. I'd fuck shit up. What would you have?
I think your secondary. Well, first off, let's talk about what you're gonna be wearing. You're gonna be wearing.
You would want to
a fishnet shirt.
Alright, can we not?
And you'd have a mohawk.
That's just ridiculous. Like, I would have that now if I wanted that. What would your weapons be?
I think you should.
That's weird that you think that.
Why?
Because where about
I feel like if you want to be like that, you can. It's fine.
I don't want to be.
Okay.
All right. What are your weapons?
Am I going like badass or functionality? What I would do?
What you would want? Do you want to be functionality and then die, or like do you want to be cool?
No, like.
What would you choose? Say it's gonna happen in a week, and you can just pick what it is, and you have a week to get ready with it. What are you choosing?
And they're Walking Dead zombies. Not like I'm Legends.
No, if they're I'm Legends, obviously you're fucked. like, what are you gonna have? Like a bomb in your pocket? That's the best you could do. Cause
you'd have to have cancer. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just get cancer real quick. I probably have it already. Do you ever think that you like? Do you ever get like a fear like sometimes like I have the like something terminal?
Not terminal.
I do. I know.
I do sometimes just because I'm like, oh, I probably do have this. Just 'cause like, fuck me.
It's a real morbid thing to think about sometimes. But what?
You were like, I get that, and then I was like, I do too, and you're like, that's really fucking morbid, dude. That's dark.
Dude, you're fucking.
So what would your 2 weapons be?
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Can my weapon be living?
No.
No? Fuck. That eliminates it. Tell me.
Can you hold this?
Can I give you my answer for a living weapon?
Sure, just go ahead.
Dude. Why am I not allowed to have this?
You are. I just like, I think.
Why are you acting like it's a weird thing?
Because you're gonna have are you gonna have a tiger?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
And he listens?
Dude, but like if the tiger gets
because
bit.
I Legend had a dog. So.
Yeah, but if he gets bit, he dies.
So okay.
Then
so
you don't have a
not
weapon.
Really a weapon.
No. Like you don't want that on you at all times. That's more of like a people battle thing.
Yeah, but if it's a people battle weapon, I'm having
and that's definitely a primary. So now you got to go with a secondary,
okay.
which is dangerous.
All right, so this is the people one. I'm having.
Dude, no, there's only one apocalypse.
And we're fighting people, or we're fighting.
There's zombies and people. It's like Walking Dead. You watched Walking Dead.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm choosing a dog as my primary.
Okay, what's your secondary?
And my secondary, a laser gun.
Nice subject.
What?
That's not a thing.
A laser gun?
What do you mean a laser gun?
Slice all their heads off.
That's not a thing.
100% it's a thing. They're real. Not...
Okay, well you can't choose that.
That's basically...
If you've never seen it before or like heard of it
imagine
being
if
real...
an army right now had laser guns as well.
Yeah, but they don't, so you can't choose it. That would be crazy and they would win if they did.
I think they do. And here's why I think they do.
You still haven't answered my question.
I will. I think a laser gun is basically considered a nuke. And you know how like the world has a kind of a basic understanding of a no nuke policy? Like we won't nuke anyone, except for North Korea sometimes, because they're a dictator, like crazy dictatorship. I think laser guns are like.
Dude, but there's such a difference between laser guns and a nuke. Also, we know that nukes are real because they've happened. Laser guns haven't happened, and they're, the way that you're putting it, a lot simpler than a nuke. So I just don't think that they're real.
I think
there are lasers that can cut through shit, but I don't think it's like it's not like Star Wars out in this.
Star Wars is a laser gun?
It's like shoots, I think like laser beams.
Like laser bullets?
I think so. Like little short johns.
But they can bounce off with the... I've never seen like
I saw like half of one in college when I was already like pretty drunk.
So I get it though. Like I get it. Like it's like,
also I've seen...
It's a battle in the sky.
Yeah, with lasers.
I feel like I should watch that. I feel like that's ultimate nerd.
You kind of seem like you watch Star Trek. Like in
I didn't even watch Harry Potter, dude.
Really? You looked like Harry.
I was a Johnny Depp, dude.
I like Johnny Depp a lot. Although
I watched
I've never
Pirates
seen
of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I agree. That's a sick movie.
Is it Caribbean or Caribbean?
In that sense, it's Caribbean, but I'm going to the Caribbean.
So when you say like I'm going,
it's Pirates of the Caribbean.
When you're talking about the movie.
Yeah, but I'm going to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
If someone walked up to me and was like, "Yo, I'm going on vacation next week. I'm going to the Caribbean," it's like,
I'd be like, "Sick, dude. What resort are you going to?"
I'd be like,
I'd honestly be like, "Damn, that's sick," but like, say it right.
And then you backhand them.
It's like that. Have you ever seen that? The video where it's some guy that's just like smacking the kids and he's just walking around the background or the back yard just smacking people. It's funny.
That is funny. So yeah, a dog and then laser gun. I can't choose laser.
No, you cannot choose fake things.
But a dog's not fake.
Dude, okay, you have a week to get it. But like, there's no rules. You can just buy it somewhere. But like, you're not gonna find a laser.
Get a nuke. I get a bunker and a nuke. That's my weapons.
You'd be dead immediately. Gonna nuke yourself,
dude. If we had a zombie apocalypse, do you think we'd be like, all right, everyone that's living, you have like 30 days to find a bunker?
No, I'm saying this is just the question. That like, you can't choose things that are not possible.
I remember the question. Don't worry.
Then why are you? All right, go.
Do you think, I'm like, yeah, 30 days, find a bunker, and we're nuking shit. I'm just going to solve this right away.
Yeah, but like,
We're releasing all the nukes.
Where are you going to go?
Bunker.
And then you're just going to come
because they tested them.
Then you're just going to come into a radiation-ass bomb zone. You can't live there. You'll die in like 3 years.
You have to find somewhere that isn't.
Just go to Mars with Elon. Anyway, what would you have?
What if they nuked? What if we nuked?
You need to let Darwin go. He kidnapped a turtle and is keeping it.
The interns know.
I know, but it's
that's
like...
Darwin.
Darwin has not moved in 2 hours.
He doesn't... Because he's chilling. Like, he's a fucking turtle. They don't... Who knew when turtles would be zipping around the cage all crazy?
I think he needs water.
I'm cleaning his water bowl right now.
You've changed. So you're gonna have a dog and not a laser gun. I think this has been going on for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, just about. I would have, but the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood type dog.
Okay, so you're like,
and then it goes.
Yeah.
And then it returns to your side.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Trained ass dog.
Like trained as fuck. And he would help you out like in recon and like.
Yeah. Okay.
Like avoiding zombies too. So and then he would kill like obviously. The
then you get
he would hear the attackers from far as fuck away.
Yeah.
Like any person, you just train to kill him. And then
until someone shoots your dog.
I don't think I would put a bulletproof vest on.
Okay. That's my attachment. It's a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, you get an attachment too. Alright, so no laser gun. Alright, I picked one. I picked my secondary, so
No, you picked your primary.
that's my primary.
I feel like that should be a primary. Actually, no, that's fair, I guess. I'm just gonna have a fucking pistol as a primary. Or, I mean, as a secondary.
Alright.
So,
Secondary?
Yeah, like a nice little pistol. Quick
Well,
action.
any particular, like, just like average?
I mean, if I could have like a tiny little Uzi, John, that'd be sick. I don't know if that's
I'll
allowed.
give you that.
Then yeah, I'd have that.
One Uzi.
Actually, I'd probably rather just have like
Regular amount of bullets.
I'd rather have a banana clip pistol because I gotta be efficient as fuck with my pistol or with my
Banana
bullets.
clip. How many? What's in a banana clip?
I don't know. Yeah, at least.
Because there's like usually 12 or 15 and.
Oh yeah, then a banana clip. I think you can get like a 36. I don't know. I don't know.
That'd be sick.
I don't do guns, but yeah.
Do you have any interest in owning a gun?
Not just to have in my house, but like, if I was at like a ranch or something a lot, I think it would be cool to just like try and get good at sniping shit. Just like it's literally just like a game, but you're just shooting watermelons.
Yeah, it's rifle. So you'd have a rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
But like, I don't fuck with people just having them to have them.
Yeah. Well, that's the big like debate. Like, do you feel safe? So, I'm gonna get a gun as soon as I can afford like a nice gun.
What are you gonna get?
Well, I can afford it, but I would probably get. Good question.
Prostitute.
I would get one of each, like all at once.
Prostitute gun and a.
Is that psychotic to get one of each? Like I'll get a shotgun, a rifle.
I think shotguns are good guns to have.
I would go like I would spend like a month just learning all of them, and then that's it, and then just have them. And like, I wouldn't go to
but what gun did? Okay.
I wouldn't go to I wouldn't go tune up my shot or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be like.
So you're saying
I'm
exactly.
like I gotta like golfers go to the driving range all the time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to the gun range all the time.
So that okay.
But I would just like have it, be familiar with it.
It's like what that's funny. It's like what I just said. It's like don't really understand, but.
But no, yours was contingent on you having a bunch of land shooting it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't need the land.
I just shoot it.
Yeah, you go to the play. You can't like shoot in your backyard at all.
Yeah,
anyway.
I know.
I don't think it's legal in. Are you allowed to shoot on your own property in the
dude?
rural?
If you have like a ton of land, like doesn't matter.
Yeah, in rural.
Like if you have like.
What's the
like 100 acres or something? No, I don't know.
Is it a zoning thing or is it like?
I think it could be because certain parts of your property can be zoned certain things that allow for.
So if you have over X amount of acres, it's probably written in the law like you're allowed to have a firearm.
Oh, I don't know.
Shooting range or something.
I don't know about guns.
No, I'm talking about land, like land-wise. Like it's probably in the Constitution. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean everyone has the right to guns, but
and everyone's got the right to land.
I'm sure you can't shoot your gun anywhere.
Or how do you? So you have to be an American citizen to buy land, or no? So say I'm a rich.
No, not at all, because you have investors. Like think about it. You can go to Brazil and buy a house. It actually helps people.
So you don't need a visa even to buy land.
I don't think so, because dude, there's this thing I think it's called an EP3. I forget, but basically if you make, say you're like a Italian or just not from here and you want to get like citizenship there, if you purchase a property in the United States for over $500,000, it like puts you into a select group at the top of the immigration list. So it like helps.
How do you know that?
Because people look to buy properties because of it, like rich people from other countries. Just because, like, I don't know.
And you're an Indian boy that was a prince and went to Scranton.
Oh. I don't know what he's
I've only heard of stories of him. Have you texted that man in a while? Are you ever going to?
If I'm ever in India.
That was the most pretentious thing. If I'm ever in India.
No, I mean, like, if I'm in India.
If I happen to be in India.
If I feel like.
Is Dubai?
He's mostly in India, and if I'm not in India, like, I'm probably not going to say him.
Is Dubai on your radar of, like, countries you'd like to go to?
I think that would be cool. Or, like, New Delhi.
I don't know why they seem similar to me. I've never been to both, so. Dude, how
His mom is actually like super prominent in
is it?
real estate there.
All right, so when I picture India, I picture like the streets are flooded with like trash debris, people shit in the river, shit, like, disgusting, and like trafficy, like no, like phones really, like, kind of like poor, and then Dubai is just like the exact opposite of that. Would you say that's fair?
I think that there's good and bad parts of both. You know what I mean? Like there are super super rich parts of India, and in Dubai, I'm sure that there's ghettos. But I think overall the economies are a lot different. But it's because India has so many people there. Like there's billions of people in India, and they're like half the size of us. We have 300 million, and it's crowded in cities. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So it's like so many people.
there's no rural.
Yeah,
Or
there's
is there
farmland and shit.
Okay.
But like it's hard to come by because there's so many people.
Were they?
Like think about if we had half the amount of space and like over 3 times the amount of people.
Wow.
So it's
Is
like
it really that big?
look it up.
I believe it.
I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but I know that that's the case because it's like the most populated place.
So why wouldn't they all come over to? I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you come to? Are we just not letting people in at a good rate?
I mean, I think it's difficult for them, and it depends who you are. Like, I don't know. I really don't know too much on it, but
Like, it almost seems like a no-brainer if you're like in a third world country. As long as you can get to America, you can be fine.
I mean, I don't agree with that because you could just become homeless here. But what's better? You know what I mean? And you're also with family. Like,
If you're a child, you won't become homeless. They take you in.
dude, there were kids in cages at the border of Mexico.
I think that was different.
I know, it's fucked up, but like, it's how it is sometimes.
So if I'm a kid,
So like, you know,
do they send you back to your family in Mexico?
I don't know I don't know. I don't really know exactly what happens with them. I think
I'm just like, from what you think, your perspective.
I'm not sure. My perspective is that I'm not sure. I hope
If
that
you had
they're
to guess.
I hope that they're treated well for it, but like they're in cages, so I think obviously they're not treated that well.
Wasn't it like holding pens or no? Is that like, it's not like cage them up and they're there forever.
Dude, a holding pen for a kid that they can't get out of is not. It's called a cage.
They don't want to go back to their country. That's the thing. But we don't want to let them in. Eventually, we'll let them in.
I don't know.
They have to get their like papers and shit though.
I think there was like they were taking them from their parents because their parents were illegal. I think.
No, I don't think the U.S. separates men and women.
I don't know. I think they deported the parents and then kept the kids in cages. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, either way, the media paints an unclear picture on that aspect. Like, they don't.
I agree for sure.
They just post pictures of people in cages, and then like.
I mean, yeah, but if that's happening, that's fucked up, and I like would want to know about it. You know.
I think the fact that you don't know about it means that it's not happening.
I disagree with that. Do you think there's aliens? Yes. Yeah. So why didn't we know anything about it for a long ass time?
I think like aliens is. I think we're like a refugee planet for aliens.
Yeah, dude. You think that aliens are trying to get us to mine gold for them?
I don't think that's a common theory, but it's kind of fun to think about. It's not like a theory.
You were pretty adamant about it, like a week
ago.
ago.
Like why do we like gold so much? Like why do we
value it?
Right. So I think they bred in our DNA to have us value gold.
So is that all things? So then we're not.
It's like the same way a shark swims to blood. Like we just.
I think there are people that
know to get it.
I mean, I think certain people like it, and certain people think it's worth stuff. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, we assign value to it. Yeah.
I mean, you could say that with a lot of things. I think.
You could say she sells by the seashore.
Sally.
Yeah, Sally.
I didn't know you knew her.
You know Sally?
Me and Sally go way back, actually.
So yeah, I believe in aliens. I think this is like a planet where like aliens go to hide from their cohorts.
I think that's
Like they get
But
banished, so they have to hide. So they feel hidden. So
are they humans?
no, they're aliens.
So does anyone see them?
The reason that so they have to hide from humans on Earth as well. Like that's
and no one ever gets caught.
No, because they have to be hidden or else they die.
What do you mean hidden? Like invisible?
Because their cohorts will come kill them if they. And
are they
take their
invisible?
bodies. Could be.
Interesting.
Or they could be something we aren't able to see with our eyes. Like it could be like a different form of matter.
Yeah, like their orbs. Except that would be weird if you couldn't see them, but you could see their orbs. You know.
Like maybe like they like are like passing through us right now at this moment. Like you know how like when you see like a hologram.
Yeah, when you get goosebumps.
Maybe the goosebumps is them like almost hitting us or something.
That's what it is.
I get goosebumps from adrenaline though. Like, do you ever get that?
Yeah. Do you ever do you believe in like spirits and ghosts and shit?
That's a tricky one. Because a caveat to that question would be like, do you believe?
Caveat.
A caveat.
Caribbean.
A caveat to that question would be, do you believe in like religion and the afterlife?
I'm not sure.
Because you have to figure that out first before you figure out.
Whoa. Yeah, my mouth's fucked.
You have to be like, you have to be sold in your convictions on religion and.
It's my spitter of.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I'm gonna have one. I'm gonna have the whiter they are, the more sour.
No, but like, I had 6 of them. It's just 'cause my mouth is torn up.
Yeah. This one's pretty. I'm gonna have this one with water.
With water?
No, definitely not.
Damn, I'm down 2 of 3 cups. Gotta hydrate, everyone. Also, I want to say Ricky. His name is Richard Moltner, and
he's an intern.
We fired him. Or I fired him. We were supposed to have a podcast together and have Rich on it, but Ricky flaked because he's a flake. I'm about to take all your money in fantasy and poker, Ricky.
Wow. So back to did I pick my weapon yet?
I mean, you picked your secondary.
I picked the dog. You picked the pistol. Did you pick your it's my turn to pick the...
Oh, I've doubled Nagintas as my primary. Not Nagintas, katanas.
And one pistol.
Might as well keep that. What? And one pistol. And like a little...
With a banana clip.
Yeah. Actually, no, I go pistol with a silencer. So I'm stealthy as shit. Basically be a ninja, it's like not a huge deal.
Badass to have the python. So wouldn't you pick a python?
What do you mean a python?
The revolver that Rick in the show has?
No.
I would.
You want
I'm
6
nice
bullets?
with a revolver.
You want 6 bullets? How would I'm gonna have a banana clip with a revolver? Tell me how that works.
True. Facts. I'm sure there's a thing.
So what's your primary?
Can it be like kind of figurative?
Go for it.
A click from Adam Sandler's movie Click.
Dude, you said a laser gun and a click remote. Like, this is an apocalypse. You know what? Good answer. Next subject.
Do you think we're close to an apocalypse?
I don't know.
Do you like the apocalypse?
I don't think so. I think humans survive. I think we're survivors. So I think there could be an apocalypse, but there will be an after apocalypse.
How long is that
AA.
apocalypse? After apocalypse. So this is
7,000 years AA. Just kidding.
So it goes. Do you think? You know how AD is so widely used, like as a unit of time.
What is?
AD, like after death, after Christ. Do you think they probably didn't start using that until like when? They didn't. Everyone
No, I mean
that
it's not.
year,
It's not exact at all.
Everyone that year said, "All right, this is AD." That didn't happen.
No,
yeah.
It's what established like European things, people that came over.
So how long do you think it took for them to be like, "Oh yeah, that was the year"?
I have no clue.
I think it took like 500-ish. By like 500.
I would think it would start around like the Mayan calendar. Whoever made the calendar and started tracking shit.
They say that goes back even further from Christ.
Oh, then, fuck, I don't know. That's a good question. Because it's like this is the middle point.
Because they said the Mayan calendar ended at 2012.
It's also weird, like when they say dinosaurs, do they say like 20,000 years BC?
What do you mean? They say eras. They say like paleo.
Prehistoric.
Yeah, I couldn't even name Mesothelic, Protozoa era. Like I don't even know
those words.
Probably not, but it's close.
Facts.
I know one is the Paleolithic.
Paleolithic isn't one like paleontology, isn't that?
Paleontology?
I know that from Love on the Spectrum.
What?
It's a show on Netflix. It's funny, but the one dude loves dinosaurs and he always says paleontology.
Can you just say into the microphone that you watched Love on the Spectrum and loved it?
Love on the Spectrum, entertaining show. There's some real.
Would you go on that show?
No.
Oh. Do you have to be on the spectrum to have love? No, to be on that show.
I think everyone I've only seen like a couple episodes, but I think so.
So like, what if they put someone else? Like, they should put someone in.
You should go and write to the.
They should put like
a director.
Someone. Oh, this is a creepy thing that just came to my mind. Do you think there's people that like people on the spectrum? Like that's their sexual preference? Like, not like.
Why would you even bring that up? I think that I know.
Pedophilia. Like,
yeah, I think that there's people that just like naturally like.
It's not like not pedophiles.
I don't think that's normal. I think it comes down to like.
If you love them.
I mean, yeah, I think you were saying like they're like targeting them. So that's how you were saying it.
I would find it so weird if, like you like usually say like, oh yeah, like I only date blondes.
Yeah, except I don't date blondes.
Or you date brunettes.
Yeah.
Or you only date redheads, which is kind of weird for a guy to do that. But like a ginger could do that.
I feel like there are guys that doesn't.
So, what if a guy was like he would get such a weird look, like, yeah, I only date people on the spectrum. Like, you can't say that, but it's like...
I agree.
That's like a taboo in today's society that, like, is so... Dude, I just figured out the new taboo. You know, it's like right now, it's like sexual preferences are fine. But back, like 20, 30 years ago, it was like taboo.
Not really.
Like, it was taboo to be gay at one point, like, almost
like
5 years ago.
Yeah. I thought you meant, like, sexual preferences and, like...
Like, it just became legal. Like, that's crazy that it just became legal.
Yeah, like marriage.
What if that's the next round of progressivism? Is, like, everyone's super progressive? Like, it's widely
What else would become?
Spectrum. People on the spectrum would be, like, integrated, like, into...
I mean, I think they can be.
Like
you can be in a relationship with someone and you get along with them and you like...
Yeah.
And if they're on the spectrum, then they're on the spectrum. But like...
I agree. It's like that progressive mentality that you had developed as a young person from growing up, that being okay. Our grandparents, that was not okay. Our grandparents, it was not okay to be progressive in your sexual life.
Yeah, but I don't think that's like being progressive, like dating someone that's on the spectrum. Like I think that
it's
even back. Okay, but even back, like when our grandparents, to say like 60 years ago, 70 years ago, this wasn't as studied. You know what I mean? People didn't understand it as well. So
I'm not denying that.
So I'm just saying I don't think they were like, oh, you're dating someone on the spectrum. I think that if anything, they would say like,
You weren't allowed.
I don't know about that.
It was illegal and.
It was illegal to date someone on the spectrum.
Oh, I thought you meant being gay.
No.
Oh yeah, back then.
I'm saying that they didn't study it as much, so they didn't understand. So like it wouldn't be like someone has a problem. They would say like, oh, that he's like goofy or something.
Yeah.
So like that's what I mean. So I don't think. I get what you're saying though.
They didn't know the certain like nuances of the disease itself.
I think that.
Or the sign, or even that they're missing a chromosome.
Yeah.
So, I think, yeah, they just thought they were like stupid.
Yeah.
But now, when times have evolved,
you understand?
Gay people even thought they were just like the.
Dude, the church preached that gay people were like terrible sinners and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
and like God hates them and they're going to hell. Like that's you see people saying that.
But it was like it was always behind doors.
I mean, not always. There are protests or like different people. Like, dude, fucking.
You couldn't be mad. Like if you were openly gay in like the 70s, like police would come in and fuck you up. Like.
I mean, yeah.
They'd be like, you can't live together.
Yeah, I don't know too much.
And then federally, like, once it got federally, then it was like, oh, okay.
I don't know. I guess because it wasn't legal to marry them.
You couldn't
or I think you could wed. You can't just like the church won't allow it. Or is that I don't know.
The church is the same thing at that point. It still is.
Not really. I doubt that like Muslims get married in the Catholic Church.
What? Yeah.
Didn't you say it's the same thing as the state and the church?
No, you brought up Catholic Church.
Yeah, and you said it's the same.
Yeah. So if you get married with the Catholic Church, that also goes into the government.
Yeah, I agree, but you can get wed or like nuptials or whatever and be married legally, but not through the Catholic Church. Yeah, I'm saying I don't know really.
They changed that for the gays. For real.
Okay, I don't know too much.
No,
about
if you're a Muslim, you can't get married in the Catholic Church.
That's what I was saying. Cause never mind. I thought you were saying it was going both ways. How long do you think you could last in the wild?
Oh, that's a good question. Where am I at? If I'm on an island, a long time. If I have.
Oh yeah, let's do an island. How big's the island though?
Couple acres. Enough.
The island is
no big game, but there's small game.
I feel like that's weird that there would be small game there. I guess if it's
like pigs, like wild boars. There's always wild boars on islands, I feel.
I was thinking of like squirrels and like rabbits.
Imagine having a lot of fucking wild boars to eat, and then like fish. That'd be amazing.
It's like pigs
and fruit.
Dude, having a nice setup with like dope fruit trees.
If you had just
imagine having that and just going there and living off the land for a bit. You'd have like a small little shanty. That'd be sick.
You know what's actually crazy? I went to like St. Thomas a while ago, and I was looking up like land in the area. It's not expensive, and it's a U.S. territory you can buy like easy.
How much?
Like same as here. Like same as in the States.
That's not cheap.
But you would think it would be like super expensive because of the location.
I think it would be depending on where. I think you can get places in Hawaii that are probably not too expensive, but it's in like a shitty area.
I'm talking right on the beach, undeveloped. The land is like
sick.
The same as Philly.
I think it would be pretty dope to have like. I mean, I guess you would need to be there a lot, but have a place like that, and you would have basically like a self-sustaining garden and like trees with fresh fruit and stuff. You would need to maintain it really well. So
it rains every day.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's a good. Some places it's a good habitat for that. So I'm sure that some of them on the beach would be, and having a place where it's just like a little small area and you're just outside like living off the land a little bit, but in like a tropical area with a nice beach view and everything.
I would literally just do my house right here, and then next to it, the size of my house, a garden.
I want to do Airbnb So you know how people, instead of renting properties, like buying properties to rent, they buy them and Airbnb them out, little condos or like small properties.
Yeah.
I think it would be dope to do that, but you would invest in like Italy, like Hawaii, all these different places, and then you just Airbnb them out, so you'd be making money on them, but technically you have 5 houses in all these different sick ass areas that you can go and visit all the time. I think that's like,
Do people do that?
I'm sure some people do it.
But not many.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that a lot of people do it, but I think it's an awesome idea that I haven't really heard of too much.
How stable is Airbnb like on getting you business?
It depends on the area, I think, because
And
you're
what's
making
going
certain
on in the
margins
area.
on certain areas. Like, think about it. If you have an Airbnb in the middle of New York City, it's going to be expensive as hell and rented every week. Like, you're not going to be able to book it. Versus if it's in like Idaho.
Wait, what? Wait, in New York City?
Yeah, I'm saying that the popularity of a New York City Airbnb in a prime location is going to, so it all depends on where you buy it and stuff. That's like, there are a lot of places that are like 70, 80 grand and they're dope, like 3-acre plots in the middle of the hills in like Spain or something on a vineyard, but it's like 2 hours from anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're going to buy something in
You'd have to
Italy.
market it.
What?
You'd have to market it on Facebook.
Yeah, you would. I'm just saying that it's like not ideal, so it would probably be more like less frequent. But I think it's an awesome idea,
What
and I
if
think
you
it would be
bought-
really cool.
What if you bought a real estate real estate page on Instagram that has like 500K followers?
Something.
How much would that be? That has like engaged. Obviously, the price goes up if they're engaged and they're like about real estate. Like, it's a real estate page on Instagram.
Trying to invest them in them,
No,
or
you're
just like having them go there.
you're trying to purchase that Instagram page about real estate. Good engagement. Good audience. Obviously, the price.
But do I want them to go rent there? That's what you're saying.
You buy that, overtake it, and then just push your product mainly, and then. other
So like
people-
develop it and shit.
What?
The houses, or are you just saying like, what are you saying? What's your
No,
question?
you buy that along with your house, and then you buy another house and push like.
You're saying you said I had an account with 500,000 followers for what?
For a tool to market your
Airbnb,
yeah
so that people will go.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's.
That would probably be the only way to you. Cause you
Also,
don't
dude,
live
when
there.
you're on Airbnb, if you look up places, they'll have like all the different places, and if you get rentals,
Yeah, but people have to have the app, and not many people have that Airbnb app. Everyone has Instagram.
yeah, but there are a lot of. I agree with you. You would need to do ads, but I think that if you're going somewhere, you're gonna look at Airbnb as like a place. I think it's that prominent at this point. One thing that's cool that I just saw is there's a company that is basically doing that. They have like maybe 15,000 followers, and they have $1 million in, or no, it's more than that.
Real estate around the world.
No, but they have like these awesome places, and they are accepting cryptocurrency to rent them. So they're trying to bridge the gap between currency and say that like this is now valued as something legitimate in travel, which is like one of the biggest industries
In what?
in like the whole travel industry. Like you're gonna.
How legal is this?
I mean, I forgot. I had it on my phone earlier. I don't know. I was
Like, so you're bringing in fucking bread from this? How's the US gonna tax you? Income wise.
I don't think they're going to. I don't know.
Oh, you just wouldn't get your crypto
It's
cashed out.
Well, at this point, Bitcoin's being regulated. Like you can trade it on Robinhood, but what you have to do is, like
Pay
every
taxes
year,
on Robinhood.
yeah, every year you have your capital
Yeah.
gains on Robinhood. So if you sell, you're gonna have to pay taxes on
So then just convert that into.
it. Bitcoin. It's. I mean, if they
How do
bridge
you
the gap.
How would you avoid? I'm not saying I'm trying to avoid taxes, but like, how would you defer your taxes from Bitcoin on Robinhood?
I think.
Like, you'd have your Bitcoin in your Robinhood. Like, could you? I mean, you could buy stock.
I think it depends if
and not cash
Robinhood.
out.
I mean, yeah, if you don't cash out, you don't need to pay because it's capital gains, and you're only once you realize the capital gains. That's why 1031 in real estate's dope because instead of realizing
Yeah.
the gain, you just buy more property and you keep on building it up and building it up, and then eventually you're
I
gonna have to pay.
understand. So
I mean, it's like that.
your money to buy that initial buy of like say you have $1 million in Bitcoin,
Yeah.
$1 million in Bitcoin, and you want to buy your first real estate with that million, and the property's $1 million, you have to pay those taxes. So the taxes would be cheaper than the capital gains tax, but it's still got a sales tax on it. Like they're gonna get their the U.S. is gonna get their money.
Absolutely, and I'm not saying that you're buying houses. I'm saying there's a company that has this,
You can't avoid them.
and they're accepting. No, I mean you're gonna have to pay transfer tax. You're gonna have to, because it has to be legally transferred to you. So no matter what, you're gonna have to. But this company, they own the properties and they rent them out and pull in cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And they're just building a giant database of cryptocurrency, having a ton of it, and then they
Trading.
can put it elsewhere. But I think what they're trying to do, and it said in this article, was like almost start the economy of transportation, bridging the gap with Bitcoin.
Transportation or real estate?
Both.
So you get into an Uber and you pay your crypto.
I think right now it's transportation because it's just like they're renting it out. You know what I mean? But they own it.
How long before we ever see like $1 in circulation anymore?
I think you'll see them. I think like it could become like a $2 bill. You know what I mean? When you see one of them, it's like damn, like because they just cut off circulation of them. You know what I mean? People will still have money, but they can just deposit it in a bank and then have, so it's whoever keeps it. But I think at some point they're already doing it with coins, and if you don't have coins, how are you going to give change? Everything will have to be a whole dollar, which with taxes it's kind of difficult. You know what I mean? They probably just round up or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, if they can give us a $1,200 check, I think if they give everyone a fucking lump sum of money, same amount, and said, all right, you're never going to have to deal with coins, here's the coins that you get, we'd have no choice.
I agree, and they could do that easily.
That's
Especially with all these giant companies, Apple Pay, everything has it.
I think
Everything's going, and dude, that's why blockchain is going to be crazy, because that can regulate all of it.
Yeah.
And make everything
I
legitimate.
think once people realize blockchain is next up and cryptocurrencies is next up, people are going to try and make that play go for the cents.
Go for the what?
The cents.
The cents?
Yeah, the cent. Like the roundup money. Imagine every single person. There's 300 million people in the U.S. and they get 50 cents from each person.
So you have 150 million?
Someone's going to grab that money.
Yeah, and then just deposit it.
Take it off like a bandit, and no one's ever. And then the government will be like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, you would literally just say, I don't have change. Like,
Yeah.
you need to use your phone or a card. But I think you'll still see it in like convenience
So
stores.
this goes back to my gold thing. We're kind of getting off that topic.
I think it's the opposite.
Because money's not backed by gold anymore.
I know it hasn't been, but like, so if we're
And
here,
that's
to,
what
if we're here to find gold because we love it so much and we're not valuing it at all anymore, then it's just gold.
Our job here is done. And
That's why we're about to all die.
our job here is done, and the aliens are gonna come over like, all right, we're gonna reprogram you guys, and then boom, they hit a switch in their motherboard house, and it
Their
says,
motherboard house.
and you know how like our brains are all electric, like the
Electromagnetic.
firing of synapses
Yeah.
in our brains are electricity.
Electromagnetic
They
fields.
changed
now.
it.
Yeah.
They have their new electricity. They have alien electricity, and they say
Alien energy.
alien, yeah, because Edison was our alien, or
Elon Musk is our current alien.
Nikola Tesla is our Nikola Tesla
Fuck
found
you mean nah for Elon Musk? Who is? I'm saying like current.
This is the argument. People always say like Elon Musk is the new Edison. He's the new Edison, but the guy who found electricity, Nikola Tesla, who figured it out.
Yeah, he figured it out, but he didn't harness it.
Yeah, he found the element. Elon Musk has not found an element.
Because
Electricity.
he makes self-filling batteries and stuff. Like, he's changing the game. And yeah, obviously, like, I think if he was back in the time where that was possible.
I'm not disagreeing. Edison marketed the light bulb. Edison found the electric
Edison
bulb.
was also an inventor and invented the light
He
bulb and
invented
shit.
the filament. in
Yeah,
the light bulb.
which harnesses it.
Yes.
Which is what good
What's
is fire?
That's why I'm saying Elon is better than Edison. But I'm saying like Nikola Tesla was the scientist to
Figure out that it was a thing.
that electricity's here. He was like that caveman in the fucking cave.
Yeah, but he didn't. He just knew about fire. He saw fire. He couldn't make it though. So like
Who?
Nikola Tesla. No.
No, everyone had fire.
I know. I'm saying though, it's like finding an element, but you can't find it, or you can't harness it. You can't do anything with it.
Yeah, he did the study.
So I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's more important to harness it than to like.
I agree.
Find out.
But
So there's the
you
three
have
aliens.
there has to be another alien.
There's the three aliens
after
hiding on the
Elon.
planet. Yeah, there will be.
Because
There will be a newer one that I think.
fire was like key.
I agree.
In humans.
I agree. So is electricity. Like imagine if everyone was fending for themselves. That was
Yeah.
so long ago.
What's the next after electricity? It's got to be something with the air.
I think it's solar. There's a sun that's getting more powerful. We can harness. It's always going to be energy.
Yeah, but I think energy will become air, and then we're just gonna deplete this shit. Like we're gonna figure out how to use air as energy.
Well, I mean, you can do wind.
No. Like air, like O2.
Okay.
We're gonna figure out how to make that into our next electricity, which we don't know, haven't conceptualized yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna deplete the shit out of the earth, and then just bounce, because we're like, oh, we got a fuck ton of air.
But like,
Got air for days, baby.
do we
And we
find-
go back, and
do
they
we-
can make more air.
how
They
are we
go
gonna
back
make
to the
air?
US. They go back to the world.
But how are we gonna make air if it's not there?
The photosynthesis.
But if we're gonna burn all the trees and there won't be any life if there's no air
We're gonna deplete all the air. Bounce.
for us.
For us. The atmosphere is still there, so they're gonna make more. And then we're gonna be like, alright, we need to come back.
I don't think.
Back.
Can you just make air?
No.
You can harness it or like
So
take it.
think of it as you're an alien and your resource is, because we become aliens once we don't need Earth anymore. Like we become aliens.
Then we're
once
all aliens.
we need Earth. We
I
can't
understand,
leave
but
Earth
like,
right
but
now.
aliens are still aliens if they're on their planet. You know what I mean? So if we're aliens once we leave our planet, we're still aliens right now.
We're aliens to other aliens,
Yeah, for sure.
but they're just smarter.
We don't know that, but yeah. Mm.
We do know.
Yeah, if they found us, then.
But
But I think there are aliens out there that aren't smarter.
yeah,
Just like life.
for sure.
All life is aliens. Life is aliens.
I didn't pick my primary weapon yet.
That was like I think I asked
This is the
that at like
beginning
five
question.
minutes in.
Uh,
I feel like this isn't that hard of a question.
it is, because it's a matter of life or
I
death.
thought you wanted Naginta.
Nah, I don't want to get into it anymore.
It's kind of unrealistic. Although I do
If
fuck
I have
with
a
those
dog,
things.
I'm gonna go like badass with it. So I'm gonna have.
I think it's kind of a cheat code to have a dog as a secondary. Although I guess if I
a
have a,
banana clip Uzi,
not an Uzi, it's like a Glock.
a banana clip Glock. My dog could not take out 36 people. You could kill 36 people.
I could kill 36 dogs too.
They're zombies.
Yeah.
But my dog would be more of an asset.
Your dog's more of a sneaky.
It's like a weapon that's always being used.
Yeah, I agree.
AR-15.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens if like you don't have your gun on you and your dog's not there?
My
I guess
dog,
that's
my
unfair.
dog will always be there. What
Okay.
if you don't have any weapons on you? You know.
Right hook and a boot.
All right. We've been going an hour. I think we've got more time in us.
For sure.
So I got 17 and a half units on the Jake Paul fight.
Yeah, dude, you're going down
The
on
Mike
that.
Tyson undercard. What else? We got a good episode. Should I tell them or just wait?
No, I'm just
I can tell. Honestly, how many people? I don't know how many people are gonna listen to the end of this podcast,
Yeah.
I think if I say...
Yeah, I respect that.
If I spill the beans...
Yeah. Plus a little
then
drum
I'm
up some
glad.
business. Drum up some business.
Alright, so we're in an hour now, so I'm having a hinge date on tomorrow's Saturday's podcast. We're gonna be chopping it up. She's willing to like murder mysteries, and like I've read a few murder mysteries. I'm into like
conspiracies, like murderers.
Murder conspiracies.
Interesting. Like JFK.
Not so like JFK, but more so like not government wise, more so like old school wise, and then also
that's cool.
Like John Benet Ramsey and like Jack the Ripper,
Yeah,
serial killer.
That's what I meant. That's interesting. Like what's the dude that Zac Efron played?
Ted Bundy,
like that.
That kind of stuff. Yeah.
That shit freaks me out.
It was just like.
Is she cute?
And then she's cute. And then also.
Yeah, she's cute.
We're gonna be talking about like the reason I wanted to have her on the pod. I wasn't like on Hinge to like have a podcast guest, obviously.
Okay.
But it just happened, so like I think it would just be honestly funny. But
yeah, for sure. I'll tune in. I'll be sitting in the back.
She hit me with the question, "What's more important?" And I'm gonna ask you. What she said, "I love you." What's more important, success or happiness?
I don't want to answer that because I'm gonna leave that to y'all. But
No. We're gonna have. We're not talking about that because we already talked about it. You know what I mean? There's just already a conversation that already had. We can bring it up again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm asking you, what's more important, success or happiness?
I think that if you're like, I feel like this is a political ass answer, but like I think if you're happy, then you're definitely successful in certain points of your life that are most important to you.
That was my argument.
So I think it's pretty much both.
That was my argument, and hers was success.
Interesting. I think I can be like that, where like I need to focus on something and it'll like drive me crazy a little bit, but ultimately, like looking at it from an objective standpoint, I think it's better to be happy because you're being successful in where it matters most. And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I put it that way. I said, like, you know, your girlfriend might be, like, you might hate your girlfriend's friends, that's not happiness, like, you might, but you have a good job, like, you make good money, like, you go to church on the weekends, like, you work out regularly, like, you're not terribly unhealthy, like, that's happiness.
Yeah.
That's success.
Yeah.
But it's not total success because you're not mastering everything else.
Yeah.
Because you can't master your girlfriend's shitty friends that, like, you know, suck.
I agree. Also, I think that
so you can't,
it's a scale on everything. You know what I mean?
Scale.
If you're happy with every aspect of your life, you're the fucking most successful person of all time. Like that's impossible. I think. I don't know. I'll let you know.
It is impossible. You can't let me know. You know.
Yeah.
Because see, do you think The Rock is happy?
I think he's happy with certain aspects of his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of a cop-out answer, but that's I kind of think the point. Yeah, I'm sure like you have ambitions that you're not doing great on, so you're not happy about that. But overall, I think he looks back and he's like, if he looks back, he's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm happy as shit with where I'm at.
Yeah.
Which is dope. Good for him.
But he probably wishes he did things different. Like, he has succeeded to the point where it's like almost an addiction to him.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's dope though. Like if you can get to the point where success is like an addiction and like you need to see, I think everyone's addicted to certain things. It's just people with negative addictions that harm themselves or like is not good for you. I think that's looked at as an addiction. But if you're addicted to getting up in the morning and going to work out, unless it's harming you, I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Harming your...
It's just habits, and people get addicted to habits.
Physically or mentally?
Either.
And
like I could work 12 hours a day, and I think that's a good habit. But if it's making me go like stir crazy and I'm fried, like I'm like burnt out or whatever,
yeah.
then I think that it's not, you know what I mean? That's when it becomes an issue. Then that's like a workaholic, but in a negative way.
Workaholic. Yeah.
Are you Anders, Blake, or Adam? I think it's a really important question about your character.
I'm Blake.
Is that why you're growing out your hair?
Yeah. Yeah. Fun. Alright, we'll end this. I was gonna give you a fun fact about. Fun fact: Zac Efron was on.
Workaholics?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Recently.
Oh shit! It's still a show.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Good for them.
And Seth
Keeping it-
Rogen.
Damn, love that. I
They were
watched those.
they were promoting a movie that they were in together on a show. How funny is that? No one does
Really?
that. That's such like a men move to do.
That's pretty cool. That whole group of people, like that whole group of like,
They are
you know,
successful and
like
happy.
the group from fuck,
Neighbors.
no,
Sandler?
certain ones are in them.
Sandler,
No, what was the-
Sandler camp?
What was the Freaks and Geeks? That crew of people,
Yeah.
like
they all went off
Joe.
and did their own thing.
I was just gonna say Joe Rogan. No, but dude, like they still have movies together with like Pineapple Express, Seth Rogen's in. Like
Yeah.
you have all those guys that are in all those movies. I think that's dope. I think they're a dope like group of people. It seems like they're always having fun together, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool how there's like celebrity cliques like that.
And they all work together. And they work well
Yeah.
together. It's only because they made a lot of money, a shitload of money together.
I mean, I think they're also friends. You know what I mean? Imagine if you were
Yeah.
16 on a TV show with all your best friends, like,
Yeah.
and you can have the come up together. I think
Yeah.
that's like literally best case scenario. But think about Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
That they literally met on.
On set.
Yeah,
It's child stars.
that's sick.
Basically. Teenager.
Yeah, it's interesting that I mean, were they weren't on Disney Channel, were they? I think it was ABC Family.
Probably.
But like, it's funny how it seems like child stars that were on Disney and stuff, most of them had freakouts and like shave their head
Starts
or
younger.
hit someone's car with a golf club for no reason.
Who does that?
I don't know. I'm sure someone's done
You
that.
just made up a crazy thing.
I think I heard that
A
somewhere.
celebrity
I
might have
forgot.
done.
But like all of them, like even Shia LaBeouf had like his moment. Love him. I think he's awesome. But like, I feel like that was kind of
Did you see his new movie?
age after-
Explain that.
which one, Honey Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's fucked up, but it's a good movie.
No. Yeah.
But I think that
No,
like
the one with his dad.
yeah,
That
it's Honey
movie,
Boy.
yeah.
I think that like age a little bit older than Shia LaBeouf, which I think of as Ashton Kutcher. They might be the same age. I just don't think they were on like Disney Channel.
Ashton Kutcher's older.
Yeah, I think that they're not as like strung out, I guess, as kids. I don't know.
There's a
Also, I
difference.
think that there's a lot of shit that they had to go through as kids in the
Well, it's true. Like,
entertainment industry.
yeah. It's true. Like when you become a child star, like you,
Even like a pop star,
a pop star,
like Justin Bieber.
fame.
Yeah,
They say when you get famous, like huge famous, at a young age, you're stuck in that age. Because you're not told, you're supposed to be told no psychologically as a child.
yeah.
And then
When
you
you're
can't do
not.
certain things. But when you're not, you get frozen in that psyche of acting like a child when you get told no and stuff like that.
I believe it.
And that's why they have the freakouts, because a child, it wouldn't be crazy for a child to shave their heads, but
I mean,
it
yeah.
would be crazy for a celebrity to do it because they're older, but they were stuck from that age of huge fame.
So like they're older, but yeah, I get what you're saying. That's I believe it. I guess that's like when I guess it might be, I don't know. You
Like
have
if your daughter at age 5 shaved her head, you'd be like, honey, why'd you do that? And like, I thought it would look pretty or something, and then not care.
yeah, but it's all like built up. I think you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
they like it's like they have like a flashback and do something crazy.
Girls always like, do you ever see videos of girls just like cutting their hair and being like, like it's such a crazy thing for them to do. Like they like give themselves bangs and they like instantly regret it.
Yeah.
If you do that, I would not. I wouldn't regret it instantly. I think guys are wired different, like vanity wise, where if they cut themselves bangs in their hair, it wouldn't be like as like gut wrenching.
Well, I don't know that many guys that would do that.
Right.
But also, I think at the same
But
time, if you're a
women
guy,
always-
worst comes to worst, you can shave your head. Unless
Yeah.
it's a look you're going for as a girl, it's gonna take a long ass time to get your hair back.
But it's like women like always have long hair. Like guys have long hair, short hair.
I
Yeah.
agree. I mean, there are
Different
girls that
hair.
have short hair. Look at
Yeah.
like a lot of fucking moms. A lot of them have short hair,
Yeah, but it's
and
not
older
short.
women.
It's not short though.
Some of it is.
It's like mostly like most
It's
guys.
like your length, but for a woman with
Yeah.
different type of hair,
Most guys have
short hair.
like a buzz or short hair.
If
When
you
you
were
see
if
a
you were
girl-
if you were a woman, what would your hairstyle be?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Shoulder line.
Curly,
Oh.
curly or straight?
Wavy.
Wavy. Interesting. Do you remember that like crimp John?
No.
Oh no, you didn't have sisters, but like back in the
I remember
Degrassi
the
days,
hairstyle.
yeah, the crimp Johns where they
I never
were
thought, they never tickled my fancy. I like normal hair.
that's what I imagine when I think of wavy, because isn't that how they make it?
I'm
I
not
probably
a
sound
fan.
dumb as hell right now. I don't know how you make hair wavy
I'm
unless
not
it
a
just
fan
is that way.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of fucking with your hair. Like, don't fuck with it. You know? Don't burn
Yeah.
it for no reason.
I agree.
Like, if you have fucked up hair, just, like, figure it out. Don't.
But I think figuring out sometimes is straightening it. Also, like some girls don't want to have like
Why would
frizzy
you
ass hair, so
try and burn it. Like,
because it straightens it and makes it look better, and you can still like keep it that. I don't know, dude. I
it
don't know.
doesn't, though.
I don't know.
This is how we.
'Cause
this
they-
is
they
where
think
we
it looks
differ, in
better.
my opinion. Yeah.
They think it looks better, so they do it.
Do you think it looks better when they do
It
it?
depends. Depends what they're doing.
See, I'm not a depends guy. I'm like, no. Like,
I think that's
just-
wild that you're not a depends guy. I feel like I'm a depends guy on everything.
I've never once been a depends guy. I don't know why.
So it's yes or no.
Yeah. Like when I don't get a yes or no out of someone, I get viscerally angry. Like
Viscerally? Damn.
No, I get internally angry.
Are you okay?
Like when someone like doesn't answer my question.
I feel like then you get mad talking to me a lot.
Of course, like internally.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why can't you just say yes or no? Like it would just help. You know what
I
I mean?
think it's because of my job, and I need to get like pretty specific about most things. Like to be honest,
But I've known you before this job.
yeah, that's why I'm in the job that I'm in, because it's like what makes sense for me. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're saying you.
Like I think pretty like
You're
literally
saying
and
in your-
analytically.
In your subconscious or in your DNA, real estate is.
Not real estate. I'm saying like I think, like I majored in econ and finance, so that because that's where like what makes sense to me. So it's pretty much analytics and stuff like that. So I think that way. You know what I mean? People that go
Yeah.
into contracting, they can imagine a house.
So
the way their brain works.
Analytics is yes or no?
No, I'm saying
Or it's the
in it
opposite?
in it like it depends on all things. Like auditing any type of like financials,
Yeah.
it depends on everything, like trails down. So like you gotta I don't know. It's just how it works.
Yeah.
So like
That's
I think
right. That's right.
yeah, I mean that's just the way I think that's why I am
The way that you
loophole
don't.
because I it depends.
It depends. So what do you think that means? Like, do you think that's just like a different kind of person? Like,
I think it's good
who
that
do you
there are
think-
people that have different types of
Give me an
minds.
example of like someone I would know like that's a depends person.
Me.
No. Obviously.
I think most
How about could you give me like a celebrity? Or do you have to know them?
I mean, I would imagine like I don't know, I think most people that have jobs that are if they're happy with their job and they're good at their job, I think they most likely have a thinking that lends itself to that career. So they're going to be like that. So I think most people that are analysts or something, and maybe that's why a lot of people just say like, oh, I don't know. Maybe that's why girls always say like, I don't know what I want to eat.
Because they're not depends minded.
No, I mean that would make them depends minded, but I don't know. I think people that have analytical jobs, I'm guessing, because I would think if they're good at
So
it.
I have a female brain.
What? No. I don't think it's a female brain at all. It was a joke.
Female psyche.
No.
Do you enjoy gossip?
Fuck no.
I can't stand when
I hate gossip. I just don't like knowing any people's business. Like, worry about yourself, if that makes sense.
You don't want anyone to worry about you, and then you don't want to worry about anyone else.
I mean, do you want everyone up in your business?
I don't care.
See, I'm not like, I prefer people to not be in my business. Because people love telling you about your business. Just like, let me figure it out.
Who likes telling you about your business?
Would you say people in general like gossiping and like commenting on how the way that they are and stuff, having problems with it and stuff? So I would rather...
Problems with it behind closed doors when you're not around. Correct.
Yeah, or not. Either way, I would just, like, you know me really well, so you know pretty much everything about me.
Yeah.
Not everything, but like, most people don't.
By the way, if that mole on your back, you need to get checked.
I don't have a mole on my back. For everyone watching. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would prefer for people not to know everything about me. I
don't care.
That's fine. Like, just two different viewpoints.
But would you have a bigger problem than saying your business that you like to your face or like to other people?
I just think that the more people that are in your business, I think the more people that are in your business, the more stuff that can go wrong within your business. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I think because people can always cause problems. But if they don't know about it, it's like your goals. If people don't know your goals, they're not going to be like, oh, that's fucking stupid. But if they do know your goals, then they can, since they're not doing it, they can like come at you, which can deter you from doing shit, you know? So I think like worry about the opinions of people that don't really matter to you and aren't trying to help you as much as trusting the people that you trust and, you know what I mean? Going that route. That's my opinion on it. But I'm also not like trying to do anything that would, I mean, I don't know. That's my personal life. Like, obviously with my business, I need to know people and have relationships, which I just think that in my personal life, I like having my I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm pretty much done saying it. Just like I
say it into the mic one more time.
Like to know my own business and not Bueller. Ferris Bueller. Question: if your name wasn't your name, what would your name be? Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Are you Garth Brooks?
Can I tell you what your name would be?
Sure.
Jared Leto.
Was that on this podcast or the other one?
That's probably one of the outtakes.
That's funny.
You'd be Jared Leto. And I would be...
I'm Jared Leto, Ryan Weller.
I would be Kurt Cobain. He fucks. And does lots of drugs.
And is not alive.
I wouldn't die. I would be.
Okay.
Would be Kurt Cobain.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. And Rise is Heath Ledger. Damn, both of you. That's not it.
What?
Both of you are dead.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. to those guys.
Alright, well...
Yeah, I have to pee.
Thanks, guys. This has been Rich from the Internet. Ben, I'd like to thank you for being on this podcast.
Yeah. Everyone, just so you know...
You're welcome back anytime.
Tecate. It's the summer of the Tecate. The beer Tecates.
Tecate is a
beer. It's a Tecate summer. Corona summer is the last 2 summers.
I've probably had about...
Cut that sponsorship.
20 Tecates in my life.
But most of them have been recent, correct?
12. I've had like 12.
Have most been recent?
In the last month or two.
See? The summer of the Tecate. It's coming at you. If you see it in the grocery stores, pick it up. Tecate.
I've had more Coronas.
Alright, well, Coronas is more prevalent. Check me next summer. Tecate summer. Drink it up. Stay hydrated.
You're welcome back anytime. Open door policy here.
Thank you.
Alright, guys. Keep being the interns.